Auburn family, what is good? Welcome back to the channel, guys, and we have yet again another Auburn video. It's weird because yesterday I did tell you guys, you know what, I'm not gonna just post just Auburn content, but you know, me being a fan, I can't help it. So I do apologize for any non-Auburn fans that are getting way too much Auburn, videos. But you know, it's just who I am. I love Auburn, so we're gonna keep posting some Auburn videos. But again, there will be other teams that I cover as well. Don't you guys worry. But with that being said, another practice in the books. We got some more news and observations, a little bit more highlights. Before we jump into all of that, I need you guys to do me a favor and go follow some of the Auburn media members on X. I promise you, you will not regret it. They do such a good job, covering Auburn every single day, posting highlights, posting clips. Today, it kind of felt like I was at practice with the amount of clips that they were posting, so that was really cool, and I guarantee you, you will not regret it. With that being said, let's kind of dive into a little bit of the news and notes that we got from today's practice, and you know what, I feel like I say this every single time, but it's kind of true. When you watch Auburn practice almost every single day, the one thing that stands out compared to last season is the wide receiver room. I mean, guys, think about it. You have maybe two guys returning, right? Two guys returning from last year. Other than that, Cam Coleman, right? Keandre Lambert-Smith, Robert Lewis, Perry Thompson, Sam Jackson, Malcolm Simmons, Bryce Kane, right? And then you have Camden Brown and Caleb Burton, who also, by the way, guys, I am still very high on Caleb Burton. I think he could be a really good wide receiver down the line. I don't think he's going to get too much burn this year just because of what you have in a couple of seniors in Keandre Lambert-Smith, Robert Lewis, and Sam Jackson. But in the future, I don't think it's out of the realm of possibility that Caleb Burton could be a one with this team. Again, need to see him develop. But this wide receiver room just looks different, man. Looks different. I mean, when you go up and down the roster, up and down the depth chart, I don't know if there's anyone from last season's team that is comparable to any of the 5 new guys in here, the 6, 7 new guys. And I mean, it is really standing out. And again, I don't want to say it every single time, but these guys are passionate. These guys are energetic. These guys want to play football, right? They don't care about the money. I mean, maybe they do. Maybe the freshmen do, right? But they don't care about the fame. They want to come in here and play football for the Auburn Tigers, right? They want to play in front of the Auburn fans, and you can tell right away these guys are going to be special. Today they worked a lot on blocking techniques as well as one-on-one drills as well. Got to see a little bit of that, but blocking is going to be huge for this offense in terms of the wide receivers. Once Hunter and Damari Alston, who I think is in for a big year, and even Jeremiah Cobb, right? Once they get to that second level, the wide receivers blocking is going to be so important. So they got to see a little bit of work on that today. We saw the offensive line look very similar to last week with Percy Lewis at the left tackle position, Dylan Wade at left guard, Connor Liu at center, Jeremiah Wright at right guard, and then Miller at right tackle. Now, before we get any further into the video, guys, I need you guys to comment down below a record prediction for Auburn, but also who are you most excited to see this season? Someone that you think could break out, but also, right, I'm asking you to do a lot here, but that's okay, right? Just do it all in one comment. Who do you think has the most potential as a freshman on this team? Year one. Obviously, you can say Cam Coleman, but give me an underdog. Give me a sleeper. With that being said, hit the like button, subscribe if you're new, join the family. So many more Auburn videos are going to come through all of training camp or fall camp, whatever you want to call it. But also, guys, we're going to be breaking down film on the channel as well after games. We're going to be live streaming some games on my Twitch. If you want to watch some Auburn games with me, just go follow my Twitch. It's free. It's going to be in the description, but also we're going to be breaking down live film over there. It's going to be so much fun, man. I cannot wait for the season, so go check that out. And with that being said, let's kind of dive back into the video a little bit. Now, the defense was quite similar throughout the other days as well. The interior worked on, getting through double teams. So we saw Jamonte Waller, we saw Jalen McLeod, Joseph Phillips, and Kieran Crawford. Now, Kieran Crawford is a guy that's standing out to pretty much everybody. All the players are looking at this dude being like, yo, wait, who is this dude, and why is he so massive? This dude is going to be able to contribute right away next season. I'm excited to see coming from another school, how he is able to fit into this team. And when you look at, his specific group of players around him, you look at Jalen McLeod, who is a senior, right? So next year, Kieran Crawford's going to be that guy. You have Amaris Williams, who just looks like a beast, man. There was one guy, who was it? I want to say Austin Keys was talking about Morris Williams just being a freak athlete, a guy just making plays everywhere. I'm really excited about all of these freshmen, man. I mean, maybe I'm just too much of an Auburn truther, but DeMarcus Riddick, I think, looks really quick, elusive, has gone better from day one since spring camp. This is a guy who has continued to work on his game, continued to dive into the film room, into the playbook, and really understand that his role in this team might not be crazy in year one, but man, he's a special teamer, and then next year he might jump into being a starter, right? So again, I'm very excited about that. You talk about a guy like Jay Crawford, another guy who's going to be asked to do a lot of things this year, as well as Keontae Scott, Antonio Kite. He looks good as well. Just got to be excited about the future of this football team and, where they're headed. We also got to see a little of the edge and the Buck players get active today. That had to do with Keldrick Falk, Zacchaeus Walker, and obviously Amaris Williams as well. Those are some guys who stood out to me. We had the quarterbacks running drills, throwing balls to the back of the end zone. I don't know if you've seen the clip, but we saw a clip of Perry Thompson, one-handed diving grab. Yeah, Perry's an NFL wide receiver. He is. I'm going to be quite honest with you. Perry Thompson is an NFL. So is Cam Coleman. So is Kendrick. I mean, I have not seen a team with this much NFL talent from Auburn in the wide receiver position. Maybe ever. So shout out to Hugh Freeze and what he's done. Looks like we might get, maybe it's unprofessional to say we. Looks like Auburn could be getting Deuce Knight. I'm really excited. It's about to be a good year, man. And maybe it's not going to be a great year in terms of the win. Maybe we don't get 8 wins. Maybe we don't get 9 wins, right? But the future is really bright. Okay, so Payne Thorne had some good throws today. We had all the quarterbacks pretty much running. It looked like Holden was still the QB2, as well as Hank Brown repping in with the threes. Walker Wright wasn't getting too much burn here or there, but he's a guy they're excited about. We saw the offensive line and the defensive line work on drills against each other, while linebackers worked on making tackles in space against their running backs. So a lot of one-on-ones. We see this in the NFL a ton. Offensive line versus D-line, running backs versus linebackers, and then wide receivers versus DBs. See that a ton, right? And that's what they're kind of doing here. Just focus on the little things. And I believe once they get a little more acclimated, DJ Durkin is going to start implementing some real schemes into the defense. So listen, things are just getting started. But, man, it's going to get exciting very, very soon. Guys, make sure you guys hit the like button, subscribe if you're new, join the family, turn on post notifications. And, man, more Auburn videos coming out soon. I promise. We're going to have some other teams. I believe there's a 5-star wide receiver that's scheduled to commit tomorrow. I'll probably break that down wherever he commits to. But, yeah, man, appreciate you guys. Just hit 1,000 subscribers as well. So, man, you guys are amazing, and I'll see